just senior man.
Triple HMG. Music by Giza. Haske a cikin duhu dole su gan mu. Ba wani shege muna ciki sai mun bar gum. Haka suka mana ambush amma muka tsira da ranmu. Kamar tarihin halitta dole duniya ta san mu. I represent all skilled Africans, buɗe kofar da aka ce ba shiga. Shugaba titi sarki rumfa kofar na isa. Duk wani abin da zai sa ci gaban yankin nan, you know I'm a partisan. Tunani irin na soja, you don't wanna fuck with this garrison.
Mun cashe gari ya waye, in ka duba ni baba ne. Sun gan mu, sun boye, we talking money za su lebe. In kai sata, a ce ole. Dole, 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 dole. Dole su gan mu, dole su bi mu. Dole, dole, dole su ji mu, dole su gan mu. Dole, dole, dole su bi mu, dole su ji mu. Dole, dole, dole su gan mu, dole su ji mu.
Cash that only, the demand and give him the rundown. Julius every day got used to the gun sounds. But the block so hot now, took out the man on top, that's a buzz down. Nowadays, see my guys, they wear buzz down. Jewelry, sunshine, fashion, frontline. Outside duty, gauge or soldier, shit.
I came from trenches, feeling like a bando, shoot like a Rambo. I bought hard. I dey play like Messi, I dey play like Ronaldo. My guys don't pull up in the Benzo, share this paper till man turn psycho. One can guy, barman harkan naira, 30 pounds, yens, dollars. Mun cashe gari ya waye, in ka duba ni baba ne. Sun gan mu, sun boye, we talking money za su lebe. In kai sata, a ce ole. Dole, 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 dole. Dole su gan mu, dole su bi mun cashe gari ya waye. In ka duba ni baba ne. Sun gan mu, sun boye, we talking money za su lebe. In kai sata, a ce ole. Dole, 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 dole. Dole su gan mu, dole su bi mu.
Yo, sun chill. Na shigo gari ai dole su boye. OG like Peter Okoye. Ji da ni ake birni da ƙauye. Babban yaya like shout out to Flexi, shout out to OC. Za su ja muka sa musu OC. Daga kedi na bindigo, and I'm feeling so soft like indigo. Dole su bi mu, dole su ji mu, mun iya. Fresh boys daga north side, mun tada guri na kiya. Baiwa ne, ba tsafi, karanta mu ake.
Welcome back. Thank you for joining us. If you're just joining us, this is Daybreak Extra on Trust TV, coming to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja. And today we'll be talking to an Arewa artist. And mind you, just because I said Arewa artist does not mean, he's just in the Arewa. Like, people are listening to him, but then he is specifically, singing in Hausa language, mixing with a bit of English. So we're going to talking about Arewa music, and it has been going far. And we have many upcoming artists who are very talented and are putting efforts to make it in the music industry. Some of the best musicians in Nigeria are from the northern parts of the country, of course, and have remarkable successes in the music business over the years. So we have in the studio to discuss the Arewa music style and its uniqueness, Sani Musa Madaki Flexi, and he's a hip-hop Afro drill artist. He has featured, the likes of BOC, Madaki, DJ Sinch, and Indigo Zoft in one of his tracks called Dole, like you just watched. So welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome, Flexi.
Thank you.
So tell us more about, Arewa music and its uniqueness.
All right, thank you. You see, I will start with, it's not been easy though, but with God, we've been doing it. And let me say, then, it was very, very hard to see an Arewa artist pushing up, doing the best. But now, we're pushing, we're doing good. As an artist, you don't need to sit and wait for endorsement, wait for someone to push you. You just have to push yourself. So I think back then, Arewa industry, we were so reluctant, waiting for support, waiting for endorsement before you can push yourself. But now, I can see everybody's doing good. We are really trying, pushing the whole team, pushing the craft without waiting for an endorsement. So for now, I think we are really doing good as an Arewa artist. The industry itself is doing fine.
Okay, now you talked about it not being easy, with the Arewa singing in Hausa language and everything, and pushing, the Arewa artistry, right?
Yeah.
Why did you decide to go into rapping in Hausa when you would have easily just, done it in English like every other person and moved on?
Okay, let me say, just like they do it in the West, some of them they fixed Yoruba in their raps, and it does them good. So I feel like I'm a northern guy. I have to do same. I have to come along, like I have to push my own people to the other side. I mean the positive side. So I decided to mix it with Hausa, so that my own people can be able to relate what I'm saying. It will not be straight up with English.
Okay,
to add up sauce to the whole thing.
When you talk about, being like, like the Yoruba people, singing and inculcating their own language, it's understandable that even in the north here, even in the east, the Yoruba language has become acceptable when it comes to music. Even if you don't understand what they're saying, you sing along.
Yeah.
So what has it been challenging getting people, aside the northerners, to actually accept the Hausa language?
Yeah, somehow, you understand, it has been a challenge somehow, but I just thank God that currently now, like they are now accepting the fact that yes, Hausa is also good to go in the industry also. So like I feel it's cool now that it has been accepted, but we're still trying to push it further so that generally it will be accepted in the industry, not just in Arewa, also in Lagos too.
Okay, I would just drift a bit. I saw the name Madaki, and I'm sure viewers would be wondering, are you like related with BOC Madaki in any way?
Actually, no, we are not related. He has Madaki, I have Madaki, but I'm from Abuja here. He's from Bauchi, so it's just a coincidence.
Indeed. So how has social media platform help your craft? Because considering now you'd see songs going on TikTok and people are rhyming to it, and I would say that it has made you people a bit known, easy way to make people access your music.
Yeah.
How so?
A lot. It has helped us a lot. As an upcoming artist, you don't even need someone to help you, sponsor you. You can even start by yourself by putting your craft on social medias such as TikTok, other different handles. You understand? Streaming gets to enlighten people more on how to even get funds for themselves without even going through so much stress on looking for endorsement. You understand? So you as an upcoming, you put your works there on all these social media platforms. I think the little earnings from there can help you push your craft to the other side, which I mean positively.
But how far can you actually go, being alone and just using social media to push your music and actually making money from it? Because I know a lot of people depend on management. They have to sign contracts and be under a management for them to actually even make it big, because some of these particular record labels, they have access to bigger people, they have a wider platform, they also have they have links, that can actually help you in your career and also help you make more money. So how does doing it alone, solve the whole problem?
Like for me, I will talk of myself. Like I only put my works on social medias. Then I think through there it helps me get shows. Like I get shows from my post. You understand? I can be able to get at least in a month, I can get 2-3 shows, invites, you understand? So from there, on my own, I can know what to do in terms of logistics and other stuff.
Okay, so what kind of criticisms have you gotten from your music? You talked about the challenge being that only the Arewa people can understand what you're saying because you're speaking in Hausa, So other challenges and also criticisms about your music that has made you better or is making you improve?
First of all, I would say from my family, first of all, like in the first place, like my dad, he never accepted this music thing. You understand? Because he was looking at it as something that would never fetch me any. You understand? Because he felt like I wasn't even using my should I say my dialect. So he felt like it might not pay me. So that alone, if you check, is a criticism, you understand? But now I can say it's like they don't have choice, they just accept it like that. They don't have choice, because once you are doing it, no matter how you're doing it, but as long as you are consistent doing it, they will accept it. They will accept it like that. So like, let me see, then there were a lot of criticism about the whole thing, but now they have accepted it. Like, yeah.
So would you say that, you know, from when you started to now, that there have been progress, I mean, financially?
Yeah, a lot. Like a lot.
So
Is
what
that enough?
Progress. But not enough, just like you said, thank you. But at least we are progressing every day. Yeah.
So where do you get your inspirations from?
Let me see. Like every day, things do happen. Like every day, every minute, you get to see new things. You hear new things every day. So I can even be at the toilet, and I can just anywhere. I can just be sitting anywhere. Someone can just pass by and mention a word, and it will be a word that is catchy. I can begin to say, okay, maybe if I make use of this word, I might be able to create something out of the word. So sometimes, anywhere, I just get my inspiration anywhere. It depends on my mood.
Okay, so
mood.
what mood led you to or inspired you to create Dolly? And I'm sure you're actually working on other projects as well.
Yeah, actually, I'm a stylist. You understand? So I work at a shop down here in Otaku. So there was a day
Sorry, hairstylist or clothes?
A barber, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So there was a day I attended to a customer. So when I was done, like he didn't want to pay me. So I was like, why? Like, why? Why don't you want to pay me? I'm done with the work you asked me to do. So why now? He was like, bro, like I should hold on, that he's going to pay me, but he doesn't know. I said, bro, you must pay me. Dole, Sikabiani. You understand? So
And it's not even the cash crunch issue.
Sorry?
It's not the cash crunch issue.
Like he was even trying to make problem out of it. You understand? Because of the money he was supposed to pay me.
Okay.
You know, because of the cash he was supposed to pay me. You understand? So I was like, Dole Sekabiani, Dole, you must pay me. So I was like, this Dole thing. In fact, everything is even Dole. So I said, fine, I have to work on this Dole thing. So that was how I began to write up something about the Dole. So.
That is really interesting, Dole. So tell us about, you know, other projects that you're preparing. Maybe just a sneak peek.
Okay, like currently I've been working on a lot of projects. I'm working with Tommy Obanure. He's a drill artist too in ABJ, such as my colleague there, Indigo Zov. We have a lot of projects coming up too, and Mson. We have projects coming up with Mson. And me myself, I have a lot of projects that I'll be putting out this year, by the grace of God. Like a lot. I mean a lot.
All right, so where do you see yourself in the next, let me give you 3 years?
Man, let me see. I just hope I'll become big too. I'll become big and I'll be doing fine in the next, even it might not be even in the next 3 years. Even
That's why I didn't say 5 years. I said I gave you 3 years.
even tomorrow, anything can happen. So
Okay, but then for it to happen, I know why I asked that.
yeah,
You know, you have to actually lay the foundation.
definitely.
Are you doing that? Are you trying to collaborate
Of
with?
course.
And that's why I talked about being under your management. Are you trying to collaborate with, you know, bigger artists? You know, who have you spoken to? Who is willing to do a collaboration with you?
Okay, like for my management, my team out here, we've been working seriously to get these various superstars featured on my project.
Like which one?
Like we're trying to link with Odumodu Black. I don't know if you.
I don't know. Is
Odumodu
he a
Black.
superstar? I don't know
Yeah,
him.
currently now the guy is hot.
Is he a producer or?
No, he's an artist too. He's a recording artist, performing artist. Yeah.
Okay.
Such as Psycho YP. He's also an Abuja artist.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is he famous
Very, very
in
famous.
Abuja or?
Generally, not just even Nigeria, even outside Nigeria. Yeah.
So, talking about, indigenous like language songs, putting in the Hausa language, maybe Igbo, Yoruba. Have you tried to, apart from getting people that you rap in Hausa together, because you've done a lot of collaborations with Arewa artists, have you thought of picking someone, for example, say Fino, that way that amazing collaboration of interlanguage, could make it work?
Okay, like I had one project that I did with one guy. He's also an indigenous rapper. He's called Blinky Koshi. So he's an Igbo artist. So he speaks Igbo very well. So I've worked with him, but I'm seeing it as the foundation that I laid. So I still have to work with someone bigger, even if it's not Fino. There are other people, but I will see how we can just find a way to get him featured too on my project. Yeah.
You mentioned that
the east side.
It's hard to reach.
You said?
Yes. Okay, you're thinking of getting someone from the east side.
Yeah.
Okay, so
we have so many artists, not just Fino.
That's true.
So
That's true.
Artists, yeah.
You mentioned that your parents, say your father, your dad was saying that you don't even sing in your own language.
Yeah.
Which is, you said you're from Abuja, so I'm guessing is Bagi.
Bagi by tribe, yeah.
Okay. So have you thought of, singing? Because we know music is all about message, reaching out to your people, bringing in your ideas, or maybe bringing in thoughts that could actually change people's life. So have you ever thought of singing in your own language? And of course, other languages as well.
I normally think about this like every time I'm trying to write a song. I only think of how to fit my...
I'm sorry, I couldn't help it because I can't even imagine. Like not every language actually sounds effortless or flawless when you're singing it. Like when you're rapping, like Hausa, like the major languages.
No, I feel like it's because we're not used to hearing them. It might be challenging, incorporating new languages, but then it would work. I mean, definitely every language would want to see their language, being put in rap music. And rap is something that I feel like you can get away with, just put in languages in between it.
Yeah, somehow it's a challenge for me. But I have brothers that do that they do it very well. Like someone like Emson is very, very good. Mothers like MTV, we have so many of them. So even if I can't do that myself, I can get them featured on my project. So but for me it's a challenge, seriously. But I'll still try to manage at least maybe a line.
That way you'd
okay but then a lot of rappers in Nigeria that we actually know of at one point in their lives, talking about the likes of Ice Prince, MI hasn't broken his whatever, but then talking about, like, let me just stick to Ice Prince and even Vector, right?
Yeah,
they've gone commercial at some point of their lives, and all the have you thought about going commercial, singing, just doing something that would be acceptable, by all? Yes.
Yeah, just like I said, even my current project I'm working on now, I have Afro songs on it. Okay. I have even Amapiano. Yeah, like I'm working on that.
Amapiano in Bagi would actually make sense. You know that.
See, we're now encouraging you.
No, it will actually make sense. I've given you free advice. Because it's a South African language and we know how it sounds. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And then singing it in Bagi will give it like a different twist. Not Hausa, Bagi. So think about it.
Thank you for that.
And that will be a breakthrough, bringing Nigerian languages to the world. So in your journey as a musician, have you had any like embarrassing moments, like something that would just make you cringe, and you might not address it at that particular time, but then you go behind your stage or camera and then you'll be like, I shouldn't have done that. Have you ever had that?
yeah, like several times. sometimes when you're being called on stage to pull up and do your thing, sometimes the DJ gets to fuck you up. Sorry, the word fuck.
Oh,
Wow.
The DJ gets to mess your performance up, and sometimes if you're not being patient, you can even walk out of stage. You understand? Sometimes DJ used to turn the whole thing to a different vibe. You understand? Sometimes it might even be your fans saying what you're not supposed to say, and if you're not patient, you can just walk out of the stage, like get off stage. But to us, it's a normal thing because sometimes people are like that. So like even in the studio, there are some producers that might want to, maybe they are trying to rush your work. You understand? So sometimes.
Okay, so she talked about embarrassing moments. What about have you ever had a moment where you just wanted to give up? I felt it wasn't working and you wanted to give up, and what did you do, or what made you push through?
Okay, like I've thought of that like several times. I'll be thinking of, man, this is like I'm just wasting my phone, wasting my money, nothing is working out. I don't even think I'm going to make it on this journey. I will just give up and face my skills. I mean, my work, probably. So, but at times I will say like, but I'm still better than these other people, so I can still push. And sometimes my colleague, like my friend, Indigo Zoft, sometimes when he comes to my place, he'll be like, bro, no worry, we will make her. Other people pass this same road and they still make her. If they say they give up, maybe they for no the way they do. So sometimes we'll be like, bro, don't worry, we're gonna do it, we're gonna make it. So like,
Good to have people like that in your camp.
that's true.
yeah, so like, man,
That's really interesting. So just drop us just one verse. Just one verse.
if you say one verse, it's like I should just sing a full song.
No,
So
not
maybe a
full
line.
song, just a line. Okay.
Okay. Young black nigga tripping. If you ain't talking money, bro, I ain't never tripping. Enemies try to come close. Pause. It's a freestyle. Sorry, it's a freestyle.
It's fine.
Okay. After they made it wait, why you the vex? When I pull up with the rings with the gang.
All right.
Oh, that's nice.
It's a freestyle. It's a freestyle thing,
Of
sorry.
course. And freestyling is really nice. So
Yeah.
I give you kudos for that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, that's really interesting, I must say. So I would say thank you so much for joining us. But lastly, I would want you to just tell us, your thoughts or advice for young people out there that want to, follow this path that you are on.
Okay. Let me see. Just be yourself. Keep hustling. Keep praying. Don't give up, and don't allow anybody bring you down. Try to maybe convince you to do what you know you can't even do. So just keep praying, hustle hard, and I think you're going to make it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sani Musa Madaki Flexi, for joining us today on Daybreak Extra.
Thank you.
Okay, and with that, we'll take a short break, and when we come back, we would, push you on to watch, our daily hustle and watch how people have been coping with life in this Nigeria. And also, of course, we'll bring you more on entertainment stories. Stay with us.
Harkar senior man.
Triple HMG. Zibagiza. Haske a cikin duhu dole su gan mu. Ba wani shege muna ciki sai mun bar gun. Haka suka mana ambush amma muka tsira da ranmu. Kamar tarihin halitta dole duniya ta san mu. I represent all skilled Africans, buɗe kofar da aka ce ba shiga. Shugaba titi sarki rumfa kofar na isa. Duk wani abin da zai sa ci gaban yankin nan, I'm a partisan. Tunani irin na soja, you don't wanna fuck with this garrison.
Mun cashe gari ya waye, in ka duba ni baba ne. Sun gan mu, sun boye, wai talking money za su lebe. In kai sata, a ce dole. Dole su gan mu, dole su bi mu. Dole su ji mu, dole su gan mu. dole 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 su bi mu dole su ji mu dole 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 su gan mu dole su ji mu.
Cash that only. The demand then give him the rundown. Julius every day got used to the gun sounds. But the block so hot now. Took out the man on top, that's a buzz down. Nowadays, see my guys, they wear buzz down. Jewelry, sunshine, fashion, frontline. Outside duty, cage just touchdown.
I came from trenches, feeling like a bando, shoot like a Rambo. I ball hard. I dey play like Messi, I dey play like Ronaldo. My guys don't pull up in the Benzo. Share this paper till man turn psycho. One can guy, barman harkan naira, 30 pounds, yens, dollars. Mun cashe gari ya waye, in ka duba ni baba ne, sun gan mu sun boye, mu talking money za su lebe, in kai sata a ce ole. Dole 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 su gan mu dole su bi mun cashe gari ya waye, in ka duba ni baba ne, sun gan mu sun boye, mu talking money za su lebe, in kai sata a ce ole. Dole 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 su gan mu dole su bi mu.
Yo, Sincho, na shigo gari ai dole su boye. OG like Peter Okoye, ji da ni ake birni da ƙauye. Babban yaya like shout out to Flexing, shout out to OC. Za su ja muka sa musu OC. Daga kedi na bindigo, and I'm feeling so soft like indigo. Dole su bi mu, dole su ji mu, mun iya. Fresh boys daga north side, mun tada guri na kiya. Baiwa ne, ba tsafi, karanta mu ake littafi.